Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here in a less touristy, not as explored part of Bali, Tananan Island. I probably butchered it, but I'll put it on.
If you look online, you'll see a lot of the recommendations for Bali are usually the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do enjoy doing a lot of those things, but I really try my best to find unique and unexplored places of Bali, and this video is something exactly like that.
So we're here in Setanan Island. It's next to Sanur, a little southeast.
Yeah.
It's a little island, nothing too big, where it has a little community here. And there's some more rooms here, and there's also the Bali Turtle Conservatory. As you can see, it's a small community. Hello. So there's not a lot of foreigners around. When I'm walking around, everyone's like looking at me. Everyone's shocked to see a bule.
Who is that?
This is a nice place. It's very quiet. It's a small community here. And we're just gonna explore a bit, walk around. Little game center. You can see some PlayStations, some old PlayStations on there. It's pretty cool.
Since this little island has such a big port, you're gonna find a lot of seafood here. There's a lot of restaurants and a lot of food stands selling grilled fish here. We eventually went back and bought some grilled fish for 25,000 IDR, which is about $3 or $4. It's a great way to help these locals here.
We've been walking around like half an hour, maybe 15 minutes, and it's very quiet here. There's not a lot of foreigners, a lot of locals here, and it looks like there's a lot of seafood markets. And you have the big port over here. I'm sure seafood is a big part of the economy in this part of the island. We've only seen 2 other foreigners. It's mostly been locals here, but it seems like a nice little off the beaten trail, like, you know, a quiet hidden gem of Bali. Because the rest of Bali seems like it's so overpopulated. Like, you go on TikTok or Instagram and it's always the same few suggestions. It's always like Uluwatu, Canggu, Nusa Penida. So this is like a nice little change for once. It's a great place if you want to get a little like away from all the crowds, you know. Hello. Good. Bagus. Bagus. So if you come here, you'll probably be the center of attention, as there's not a lot of foreigners here. So be ready to have to say no or yes. And, you know, thank you as well. Especially down there by where we just were by the port, there's a lot of people selling stuff.
All alone on the internet, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected.
We didn't check it. It was just closed.
Yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out.
if you guys are enjoying this video, definitely go check out some of my other Bali adventures in the Bali playlist. I go to waterfalls, I go to markets, I go to North Bali, and so on. They're definitely great videos. Definitely check it out if you're planning to come to Bali. And don't forget to like the video. It helps me a lot.
Of what?
From this place.
It's different side of Bali, you know. It's you don't see this kind of, you know, like communities in Canggu or Seminyak or even Sanur.
So this here is a evacuation center for tsunamis, and I think there's some markets underneath in the bottom down here. You can see right there, there's some markets. Probably at night.
Now, the island isn't huge by any means, and most of the main attractions and restaurants all tend to be on the northwest side. And you can also see that the water is not the cleanest. Maybe because it's not so affected by all the tourists and the government wanting to build beach clubs everywhere here, or maybe it's just the people. Nonetheless, this is still a beautiful little island. And on this day that we went, there were even a lot of Indonesians visiting this island. There was a little party going on at one of the bars. And you can see there's a bunch of cool little bars right on the edge of the water. There are a lot of places on the island where locals try to make a living, but they live in areas that aren't visited by as many tourists compared to places like Uluwatu, Ubud. So I think this island could really benefit from occasionally more tourists throughout the year, throughout the months. Obviously not be taken over by tourists, but just give them a little more business, and it is like a nice little hidden gem of Bali.
So here's a reminder to look at life that's pouring into you.
It's like half a day here. There's a lot of dogs here, a lot of cats, and people, locals that just want to sell stuff, make a living here. It's very touristy, not a lot of tourists, so definitely come out and help them out. There's also the water is not the cleanest here. You can't really go swimming in the port or anything, but it's a nice day out. I hope you guys found this interesting, this new little like fat discovery. Like the video if you're enjoying it, if you find this helpful or it's a unique experience for you. That helps out the channel a lot. Thanks.
Forget about seeing it or hearing it. In the end, you must feel.